Hello, Valtopia. Hey, YouTube. Hey, Hone. It is Val Cripps, and I'm super stoked to be here. This is round two of this recording. I recorded the best video for you for day 5 of our 21-day journey through to the launch of I'm the One. Now, we've already launched I'm the One. It's an amazing 21-day experience. And this day 5 is all about journaling. And we're not just talking about journaling, blah, blah, journaling. I'm talking to you about journaling today and sharing with you a little bit of the behind the scenes of how I came up with some really activating journal prompts that actually shift your energy and alchemize real time stuck beliefs, old stories, past ancient history that is manifesting in your life today. So, hello, if you haven't met me before, I'm Val Cripps. I am Valtopia, queen of the Valtopia sphere, empress of the Valtopia sphere, and I guide soulpreneurs to get out of their head and into their body and to break through patterns, habits, stories, beliefs, reoccurring situations where your goals are challenging. It's challenging to meet your goals because maybe you keep getting sick, maybe you keep having financial bills come up when you're meant to you receive money, maybe you are in plateau where you get to a good point and then you just stay there. You're not letting yourself have more. You don't even know that. We don't even know. It happens to me too. We don't even know that we're doing it to ourselves. And we get to move beyond those patterns. We get to move beyond those situations where we have a story that we're not allowed to expand in our journey. I'm all about the expansive journey. You don't need healing or fixing. Nobody's broken. It's all part of the journey. And what I believe is that all of these amazing techniques and tools and experiences and gifts that I've invested my time, love, money, and life force into, you have too. And we're meant to guide each other home. We're supposed to remind each other what badasses we are and how amazing our gifts are, how big our heart is, our passion and our purpose, why we came here to share our sound, our voice, our throat, to be visible, to speak our truth, to go as big and bold or as gentle and delicate as we believe we're meant to, but to break beyond little confining boundaries that we find ourselves in, or repeated patterns and stories that bring us down or stop us from really expanding into the journey the way we're being guided to, whether that's publishing a book or launching your course or doing oracle readings or doing a YouTube channel or offering a live course in your town, or there's all kinds of different ways. One of my clients last year had a vision and a dream to do this beautiful class where you hang in a hammock, and she did her sound bowls and her beautiful holy fire Reiki. She brought that together when we were doing the 4 weeks to fuck yeah program, which is actually on my website if you want to do it. So 4 weeks of amazing breath work inspired by my clients. I'm a generator in human design, an emotional generator. All my lower centers are defined. Everything's open up here. And I'm here to respond to my community, to what's being gifted to me I'm a Virgo, I'm a 6'2", I'm a role model hermit. I've been through a lot of experiences. I have a lot of wisdom. I'm 53. I've been through so many experiences, and I've always pursued my art. I'm an artist. I'm a musician. And my gifts are super clairsentience and sound healing. I use my voice and my body as an instrument to feel, know, tune into awareness, and alchemize real time these sticky or stuck patterns and beliefs. And we do that, but the main best part is that we create new ones and that are more aligned to the identity that we're choosing. And we do identity shifting, we do self-concept, we set new assumptions, and we expand and grow into new levels of belief and trust. And my vision for every one of us is that we are rich, loved, and satisfied in every way. So Valtopia is my platform, and I call it my playground. It's our playground, and it's a movement. I've been doing this since 2015. Twice published bestseller. I've been working in many different capacities with my art, my sound. I've been certified in quite a few healing modalities, guide modalities, and invested a lot of time and money into becoming well paid from being online and virtually connecting with so many of you around the world. I love it. And so Valtopia is where expansive creators, way showers, leaders, oracles, sound and vibrational guides are choosing their most harmonious and soulfully aligned timeline, frequency, and being, right? And so I was gifted this idea of I'm the one. It started with the breath work. And if you want to hear more about the history, I did that on day one. And we've been working through different topics each day. We're going to go for 21 days here. I'm usually live, but today was a really busy day and I was inspired to pre-record the video. And like I said, I did this awesome video. I was so excited about it. But you know what? I'm pleased that I'm doing it again because I'm going to get to the point more quickly. And what I discovered saying it the first time, I'll say faster in the second one. Please don't give up when you are sharing your work. Like, your passion for what you're doing is coming through, and I'm so excited. Like, I couldn't wait to upload this, that I'm gonna sit down and record it again. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. I've had a long day since 5 o'clock this morning, and I'm here for this. I'm here for you. So please, if you watch this, like it, let me know, subscribe, and let's get into this. So this 21-day journey is a pre-recorded portal, I like to call it. That's my website on Valtopia, where you're going to be able to log in and have a 21-day journey with an email every day that guides you through a micro choice, a micro experience. And you can get a taste test of this in my 3-day free experience called Vibes. And this is the picture for Vibes. And there's some music, and there's a playlist, and there's journal prompts, and there's breath exercises, and there's energy. And I'm probably going to keep dropping stuff in there because it's a really inspired activating portal, and it's my free gift to you, and it's my introduction for you into the Valtopia sphere. And so 21-day I'm the One portal is a more deep experience, and you can either do it self-guided. It's all ready to go for you, and it's a lower cost and lower investment, and it in terms of the currency, but it's not a lower investment of your own time or results that you're going to get from doing this 21-day experience. It takes 3 weeks to change your habits. And when you do these micro choices every day, and there's a variety for you to choose, or you can just follow the guide along, you will establish new levels of trust and confidence and clarity within yourself that allow you to speak your truth, be super visible, honor your commitments, and really break out of any confinement you might find yourself in, break out of patterns that might be keeping you a little smaller than you want to be, might be keeping you from in a plateau on your income earning. And the I'm the One breathwork started in the summer. I did a recording for 2 divine masculines, and it was really inspired. It was really a lit energy. And when I get that energy, when I've done enough of these courses that I know when something is an activation and it's a frequency that's coming through. It's not just for me. It's not just for me at all. It's for every one of you that sign up, and then it's evergreen, and you can always go in and experience that frequency. And so I'm the One came through. I was so inspired by it. It's like, I'm the one who is meant to bring through this frequency. I'm the one who, and you could pause the video right now and say, I'm the one who what? And I want you to comment below. What are you the one that's doing what? And so let's talk about this journaling, because what I want to share with you in today's video is how I was inspired by this frequency and my program to bring through some really activating journal prompts that really shifted. So this is what happened. I'm doing the days. I'm showing up live on YouTube, and I'm sharing on all my platforms. And I know that this is going to be a 21-day experience, and I know that I'm taking people through a daily activation and these micro choices to develop new habits and to develop fresh confidence and to really show up. And so it came through that I wanted beta testers, and I offered beta testers and instantly got a 7 of you to come and sign up. And from that inspiration, I just started asking questions. I started asking questions in Messenger. And one lady who's been following me for a long time um, was there first. And we went through a series of questions. And the first question was, what are you up leveling? What are you bringing to me that you're up leveling? Where's your resistance around it? And that led to more questions and more questions and more questions. And I would just listen to her response, and then another question would come through, and then the response and another question. And I could tell that it was hard for her to answer these questions. These questions were all about who are you serving? Who is your client? And this is work I've done before. I've invested a lot into marketing, sales, business coaching, um, for many years. Since 2016, I've been investing in all kinds of online marketing, coaching, spiritual certifications. I'm certified in several different healing modalities. I'm all in. I've been shown up again and again for that. And so I've learned a lot of these things. And I'm a highly creative, unique, original artist and a generator. And that means that I do things my way. I'm a trailblazer. I learn all the things, and then I kind of toss it out and do my own thing, which means that sometimes I make lots of money, and then there's been moments when it's a little rocky, but I'm really committed to this process, to the art, to the divine purpose, to the passion, and my clients are too. And most of you that come to me are highly sensitive and feeling full. And the work that I do is about bringing you into a deeper level of awareness around your feelings and emotions and energy, and how to move that energy in your body to your own success and to everyone's success, so that you get to be yourself authentically and really own your gifts and your frequency and your presence, and be it. And so as we went through these questions, and I felt a lot of, clairsentient. She's in overseas in Ireland, I think. We're messaging. And on the other side of these difficult questions that I've taken other clients through in different ways, but we were just doing it right there in Messenger. And I'm playing around with my energy and how you respond. And I did a lot of tests in the Messenger with the beta testers, because I was trying to see how much we could do telepathically, right? Because if you're in Messenger, you don't have video, you can have voice notes. There's so much that can happen telepathically on both sides. And what happened was, through these series of questions, she faced her own feelings of discomfort and unknowing. It's hard to answer questions about future clients that you want that are different than what you currently have, because you're letting yourself have a higher standard, and it's something maybe you don't know what they want, or you don't know what you want because it's not what you currently have. And your mind and ego wants to keep you safe and keep you where you are. And if you're highly sensitive and you're used to working multidimensionally, a lot of times it can be confronting to pin that down and to nail those questions, and to get specific. And so she did. And on the other side, she was elated. She said, "Oh my gosh, I know who I serve now. That was really hard. And now I know who I serve, and I have my statement of who I help. And she birthed a new program, and she's launched it right now. And she's in the process of early bird sales." Another beta tester went through the questions, because once I got the questions from all the beta testers, I put them in the portal as journal prompts. And then we'll talk about this part of the work in another day. But then I took those, then we go through some clearing activations. So all the questions that came through the journal prompts, I then turned into clearing activations. And then we have breath works. And you see how you can tap into just basic questions, journal prompts, and find a beautiful way to weave in your gifts and your alchemy for your clients. Because just journaling alone, a lot of times for vibey guides and alchemists, and I don't say healers, because we're not broken, we don't need fixing, we're just guiding each other to our expansive journey. That kind of process can feel basic, or we're multidimensional, and getting into the tangibles can be challenging, because we're often out here in clairsentience and clairvoyance and feeling and pinning it down and coming into our body and grounding those ideas so that we are clear and connected to tangible results in real clients and great money and all the things. It's a process. And so another beta tester went through and did her questions, and on the other side of it, she said, I know what to say now when I'm invited to do a podcast. So all of my work is about letting you get clear within yourself, recognize where you aren't clear, and that can be painful and just uncomfortable, and breaking through that uncomfort, or getting out of the comfy zone really, and pushing yourself to expand into your own journey so you can be visible, so you can speak your truth authentically, so you can magnetize your soul clients and soulmate energy, whether it's a partner or friendships or a new boss or more money. Getting clearer on and resonant within yourself so that bing, you magnetize and attract and embody and already be in the timeline where the thing that when you began your journey felt like it was out of reach, when it was never out of reach, you were already there, and we just peel away the layers of things that aren't true. And that is what this week is about. In the first week of the 3 weeks of the 21-day journey is releasing and aligning. So doing journaling is a wonderful micro choice, a daily micro choice to release and align. You don't have to spend a lot of time doing it. It's a great way to brain dump, because if we're holding thoughts and just walking around thinking things, it's like a little repetitive cycle. And when you're repeating something in your mind, you're creating it. It's your base root chakra creating. So if you can write that stuff out at the top of your day, or in the moment you get some time to yourself, just write it out. Oh, I'm thinking this and that and that. And then if you can move from the journaling, having these questions, journaling, writing it out, possibly writing out what you'd like instead, then breathing on it. Because then when you breathe, and before you do the breathing, if you can, do a clearing activation. You do clearing activation, meaning you find that energy in your body, you see where you are from 0 to 10, you clear the energy, you get back down to 0 neutral point, and then you breathe. And by the time you're done with the breath, you are clear and open and connected to your divine energy. You are magnetic as fuck. It's so good. And these are little micro choices you get to do in my portals, whether you do the free 3-day vibes portal, or you join us in the 21-day experience, where you can either do it self-guided, or you can be guided for 21 days, day to day with me. I'll get in there with you, accountability on the Messenger or the Voxer, and we will make sure that every day you feel that embodied shift and clarity and activation through the content in the portal, and some input and alchemy with me daily. It's really powerful. I'm so excited. We already have a client in there, and the beta testers have had some amazing results, and they got access to the portal, for the beta portal. When we have new clients, there's going to be new content added. So everybody that joins contributes to the evergreen content for the I'm the One portal. This is a living, breathing, expansive journey for all of us. But the live portion with me is the enrollment closes on September 3rd on my birthday. So I'm just coming here live or recording every day for 21 days to help you, to share with you what we're doing, what each week is about, what each day is about, and the different tools and micro choices where I'm offering in this experience to so support you and infuse you with your own greatest awareness and connection to your divine authority, and to live in your passion and purpose, and to be visible, and to speak your truth, and to know how to move the energy in your body in such a way that things become more effortless. It may not feel effortless in the beginning. It's just like starting a workout program when you're out of shape. The first week or so, you feel gross and it's hard and you're sweating and you can barely do 2 moves. But by the end, you start to get a little ripped and you start to feel more energy in your body, and people start to compliment you. You start to glow up. It's a 21-day glow up. And you want to join because you're getting the benefit of this process that you're going to take with you far beyond the 21 days. You will be grown up and evolved and transmute so much through the experience, and you can take these tools and make them your own and learn how to develop more for yourself. And so I invite you to join the 3-day vibes experience, like a little micro taste of it, and definitely invite you to join us in the 21-day portal. I think we're still on the early bird, and then next week we go to the full price and live portion of it. You'll be able to enroll all the way through September 3rd. Now, tomorrow we're going to be discussing how to really align daily to your passion and your purpose. And so journaling was today, breathwork was yesterday. We did a live breathwork at the beach. And so with this journaling segment today, I thought it would be really fun to pull a couple cards. Now, the cards that I pulled earlier were so great and aligned for what we're doing today. I'm going to share them with you, and then we're going to pull a fresh round since this is another round. And it's so interesting. At the end of the last video that I recorded, I felt a bubble here in my throat, and then it cleared by the end, and it's happening again. So that means to me that when there's somebody or several of you going to watch this video, you're going to feel some energy in your throat, in your chest, that will resolve through alchemy from watching this video, or from signing up for the Vibes portal, or from joining me in the 21-day portal, or from doing these journal prompts we're about to do. So the takeaway from this video is that journaling is a really powerful micro choice daily to help you not only come into deeper awareness of where you are, and to notice how that affects your energy in your body, and is a great starting point for your daily practice to get into fuck yeah frequency and total alignment to your glow up. And it's a great way to write into creation what you want to create and release what you don't. And you are fully capable. Why am I capable? And how do I feel? Why am I nurtured? Why am I nurtured? So wonderful way to nurture your capability is journaling. And the other takeaway from this video is how you can be creative in allowing journal prompts to come through you for yourself and or your clients. As a soulpreneur, helping people to know themselves, to come into greater awareness, to own their genius and live in their authentic frequency and their passion and purpose, and create our new earth that, we're the new ancestors. It's always up to us in any generation we are to bring through the next level, highest, best intentions. And journaling is such a powerful way to do that. So let's pull a couple fresh cards for tonight. And I just want somebody to celebrate me for having the energy and tenacity to record this video twice. Let me inspire you. Oh, I love this. Why do I forgive? Why do I forgive? And I think it's so important right now. We are going through some insanely intense transits and solar flares and world events. We're going through so much transformation right now as a collective, and we really only ever have ourselves, and everything is a reflection of what we believe and think and perceive. And those are malleable. Those change, and those change from these micro choices we make every day. And that's why I show up every day, because I've changed so much through these tools, and I'm inspired to create more. And I just want so deeply, I know already, we already have it, and we get to peel away what isn't true and be what is really already us. And so when we forgive, what a great way to transmute and move energy and be coming from a state of authentic love, right? Let's see if there's one more card we have for our journal prompt. So put in the comments, like, why do I forgive? And how do I feel when I forgive? When I forgive, my heart opens, I feel more grounded, I let go, I feel more clear. And why do I forgive? I forgive because, I forgive because holding on to anything doesn't do me anything. And I'm really forgiving myself when I forgive. So look at this. Ah, these cards are awesome. Why do I like to engage? That's why I like to come, and I do like to engage. And sometimes I'm speaking to an empty room and then my stuff doesn't get seen until later. And I know that. There is no time. Everything is timeless. And so if you're doing your videos and feel like nobody's watching, somebody's watching. You never know. Remember one client came through and she said, "I've been watching you for 3 years." And I used to go live all the time and have thousands of people on my live stream, and I didn't know she was there. I didn't know who she was, but she knew who I was, and she watched me every day. And I know that as I come live every day here, even though I have a smaller amount of people right now, it'll grow. And there's no time. These videos are timeless and so powerful. And I know that so deeply within myself that I will record the video twice and upload it and love you long time because I like to engage. Why am I a gift? I'm a gift because I'm the answer to someone's prayer, especially my own. I've had to pull myself up out of extreme circumstances. I got divorced in 2017, and the divorce process from beginning to end started in 2015 all the way through to 2017, and it wasn't easy at all. It was really, really challenging. And to this day now, it's a peaceful, loving resolution, which was the intention I set from the beginning through mentors that I had at the time that I was brave enough to invest in when I didn't have the money and didn't know what I was doing. I believed in what they inspired me to. I was soul guided, and I continue to be soul guided. And sometimes, you feel more on top than others. It's an expansive journey, and you just keep going and keep trusting yourself. The secret is to keep showing up, okay? So that's why I'm a gift. Why are you a gift? I want to hear. How do I feel when I'm right? I like that one. Why am I right? Why are you right? Why are you right? I want to hear in the comments, why are you right? And if you watched the affirmations, assumptions, breath work yesterday, I talked about I get what I want. So how about I'm always right, or why am I always right as a guiding force? Well, as you're in divine alignment, as you do these micro choices daily, as you shift your beliefs, perceptions, and assumptions to be affirming that you're always in the right place at the right time. And of course you get what you want because you're always divinely guided and supported, and everything is always working out for you, and you are the creator of your experience. That will be rippled out and reflected back to you. So why not be right? And there's so many beliefs and perceptions around that could say, well, that sounds narcissistic and this and that and the other. Write those down. And then embody the version of you that it's in alignment for you to be right, and see that reflected back to you, and watch how your world becomes so lit up positively because of it. And our last card is, why am I authentic? Why am I authentic? And I will take time when I post this. I know it's going to record. I used a different method this time, and I'm trusting. I went again. I told myself I'd record it on my phone, and I forgot. Why am I authentic? Because the authentic resonance and frequency is the vibe that wins. And on the page, when you sign up for vibes, it says the most resonant frequency wins. And that's the truth. Love is not the most powerful vibration. Authenticity is. Because when you're authentic, you're in your truth. And nothing and no one could take that from you, no matter what. My heart is just opening right now as I share this. And we've been trained and programmed and mind washed and bullied and coerced and distracted out of our authenticity time and again. And this time, and my stream, and I'm sure yours probably too, is all about opening up our authentic being and letting that guide us and guide each other. And that's what we're all about in the Valtopia sphere. So, and that's what my 21-day I'm the One portal is all about. 21 micro choices daily to take you through the process of becoming so authentic that you just feel a fuck yeah frequency and you are rich, loved, and satisfied from within, and know and already are the version of you that's rich, loved, and satisfied. And what happens outside of you is momentary. But what's happening in the now is what you're like remembering and deciding and knowing, because it already is. And the micro choices and the breath work and the journaling and the things in the portal and my support is about releasing everything that isn't. Okay? So let's pull a fuck yeah card, see what comes through. And I'm trusting and knowing that this will record. I can't wait to upload it. I will put the links in the comments. And chakras. And I am feeling a lot of movement of energy. I would love for you to know that one of the micro choices, one of the things we do in Vibes is, and in all of my work, is you check yourself. Where are you from 0 to 10 before you start an experience and after? So you do it before you journal. You can do it before you do a clearing activation. You can do it before you do and after you do a breath work. And notice how you're shifting throughout the day, how your energy centers, your chakras, are opening or tightening or worrying energy. Like, I really just see and feel a central column of energy. And know that the work that we do, the pleasure, the games that we play, the expansive journeys we do together is all about just glowing up that inner energy from the cosmos down into the earth and back up again. And that's what we're doing in all of my stuff. So let's see if we get one more card. And right now, what's really opening, first I had a really heart expansion, clearing some throat and chest chakra, and the solar plexus is really opening right now. It's very powerful. Let me know if you feel this as you're watching this. So many of you are so highly sensitive and feelingful and gifted and blessed, and I love it. Yes. And so if it's not authentic and it's not aligned and it's no longer true, burn it down. Burn it down. Let it go and embody your fuck yeah frequency and love your frequency, because you're the miracle. I'm trusting this recorded. I'm trusting this lands for you. Please do comment, share how this resonated and landed for you. Like and share and subscribe and invite somebody. And tomorrow when we do the live stream, I'm intending to do the live stream and to tune in with those of you that are live with me to talk about, let me make sure I got this right. Day 6, align with your mission, living your purpose every day. And that is what that's what the 3-day vibes is about. That's what the 21-day choice is about. That's what working with me and glowing up with me is about, is living in alignment with your purpose daily, so that you show up consistently, so that you do speak and say and be and do the things. And we're all always growing. I've done a lot. I've done a lot that some people will never do. I've a ton of film credits as an effects artist. That was really hard for me to come out here and get that job and stay in it and work those long hours, and it was amazing. And then there was more, and then I had to go through divorce, and then I self-published a coloring book and became a bestseller, and then I joined a group author book and became a bestseller, and then I worked on an animation and created NFTs for a rock star, and then I painted a beautiful painting for a book cover. And I've created all these incredible experiences that are in my vault on Valtopia. And I don't stop. I keep bringing them through. I've shown up every day in some form or another on social media over the years. And now we're doing YouTube. And that's my next expansive journey. And you're here with me at the very beginning. I think I currently have 262 subscribers. And somebody's going to watch this video and be like, wow, she only had 262 subscribers at that time. Right? Got to start somewhere. And I never did put energy into the YouTube up until now. And now I was guided to for quite a while this whole summer. And I finally listened. And the very first day, I booked a wonderful client into I'm the One. So I want you to join us. Either do it self-guided or join me. And let me know what you thought about this journaling experience. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Love your frequency. You're the miracle. See you next time.